Alright, we're going to just briefly touch base on the Mandela effect. For a lot of you people out there that are wondering what is going on, there's a different points of views out there, and it's important that you get the best answers for your questions. And I really believe, from looking into it and as a victim of the Mandela effect, it's kind of cool sometimes, right? Some of it's it's a little interesting when you know for a fact that you've parallel shifted. I believe it's a parallel shift because I don't think things are changing, because the people that run this world, and I don't believe maybe it was even like this from where I'm originally from, but in this reality, there's a thing called reptilian people, reptilian race. And I really believe where it originally started from, they did not exist there. I could be wrong though. But I remember seeing all the hidden 666s everywhere and stuff, and people said, well, they were hidden. Well, I think we would have found them because people were looking for that kind of stuff in the 80s. And nobody was coming up with anything but a couple of little things on the back of crest. Symbols, Mandela effect is most likely a parallel shift. There's a lot of differences here, by the way. This isn't just a basic one thing. If one thing was different, one thing, you would have parallel shifted to a brand new reality where every single thing was a copy. In other words, it's not the same physical plane. You're on a completely different physical plane in a different physical universe, which has to be hundreds of millions of light years away. The theory of string theory is that everything that can happen, every possibility is happening. There's endless amounts of parallel universes with everything going on. The one for me that is a big one I got struck with today was the Karate Kid. I know for a fact that his headband was white with the red sun on it. I know that for a fact because it always sort of irritated me. I don't like the color red. And when he wore it, it looked cool because it was white with the red ball. It looked cool, but the red still, because I'm not really a big fan of red, but that will always stick in my mind. So I have like 20 to 30 years of a memory of a bandana with the red sun, and suddenly it's gone. It's a black lotus flower now, and I'm seeing scenes that are slightly different in the movie. It just looks different. There's different body positions, and I know because there's certain things that you've seen like 80 times. Well, Karate Kid's one thing that I saw a million times. So that one really got me today, but there's a lot of differences here. You got Australia used to be all by itself in the ocean. You got the another one that really blew me away was I can't think of the name of it. It's the statues of the presidents. George Washington, Lincoln, on the cliff. That's changed. There's so many different changes here that we're in a universe that has a lot of different histories that we don't have on the place we're from. It actually seems like things here are a little more shallow. People are a little more slower. Things aren't as deep. There's not as much depth. And I think that all the people in the Mandela effect seem to have compassion and have a lot of empathy. And it makes me wonder if we were sent to a darker place to try and bring some warmth here, some accountability and some knowledge. Because where I'm from, people are really intelligent. The government would not have been able to do nearly the stuff they're doing without being caught. And I'm speaking from experience. People were really, really intelligent where I'm from, and very, very, very outspoken. And they're not very outspoken here. The movie stars seem to be afraid to talk. I mean, the ones that seem to have a little bit of interest and care, for compassion for the human race. It's a different place. It's more dark. There's less compassion. There's less intelligence here. Now, I know part of it could be the chemtrailing. They are spraying us with some nasty stuff. And I know that somehow there's black goo mixed, which is alive. And the kind that comes on asteroids has no empathy. And the kind that comes from the Earth has empathy. And somehow they're getting the black goo with no empathy into our bodies via chemtrails, via water, however they're doing it. But that's one of the plans, is to get that black goo in us and to change our body chemistry, transhumanism, to turn us into something that ain't quite human. So Jesus Christ, his blood won't cover us if we're not human. That's why you must pray daily to stay on track and have God protect you from that. But the Mandela effect, it does seem that we have been sent to a darker realm. I will say that much. And there are some things completely missing here, like a TV show called The Gooch. Here, it never exists. It never existed. There are songs that are not here, that cannot be found, that don't exist. So this place has a completely different history. So even though it looks the same, don't let it fool you. There's something different in the air, a different sort of feeling, a different sort of spirit. It seems gloomier here. It seems people are more lost. They don't care as much. They don't seem to be involved and outspoken. I'm talking about the mass of people. Where I'm from, everyone has an opinion. Everyone stands up. And everyone seem to be pretty intelligent. I don't think the stuff can happen. We've been sent to a darker place, and it's darker because the people here are less responsible. They're irresponsible. They don't seem as involved, and because of it, they let the world go to the crapper, and we have been sent here, and guess what? If we're here, we're going to the crapper too, because the people here let it fall apart. That is my analysis. That's what I have concluded, which is the only logical conclusion, is that the Mandela effect somehow sent a bunch of us empathetic people to a place that's dark and dismal. So we must spread the message of Jesus Christ to get souls saved and to strike a blow to the dark prince of this world, the beast who has no love, who is self-absorbed, and who will lose, has lost at Calvary, and now we're just waiting for the sentence to be carried out.